Welcome to the live stream. I'm gonna be so real. I was, you know, this morning I was thinking, you know what? Let's finish these gym trainers today, all right? I want to finish all the Tate and Liza gym trainers. Right? That was the plan for today. So I started prepping the first fight that we have, right? Start prepping this double. Right? And I'm thinking, all right, yeah, we could probably make lines for at least 2 or 3 of these fights, right? It took me 3 hours. 3 hours to prep this one fight. 3 hours. Now, granted, because of my due diligence, due to my due diligence, I believe I found a riskless line. They call him Later Manor because he won't be streaming later. He's only doing 1 fight. I might prep the fight after this. If I find like a line really quick, then I'll do the fight, but there's a good chance this is the only fight I'm doing today. I have work today, so cringe. I was supposed to be ready with the line for this in 1 hour, but it took me 3 hours. This fight sucks. All right, there's a Gothitelle at the start. Weakness policy. These things have fling, so I'm assuming that AI is prioritized to click fling against the Gothitelle to proc its weakness policy. So there's that too. Fun. But I believe I found a riskless line. At least I'm pretty sure it's riskless. So, to start off, we need, this is the team. Because of the Gothitelle, we need shed shells on both Crawdaunt and Yanmega. Primarina is at the lead as well. It has flip turn, so it's pretty safe as well. MB Karma is mostly backup as a steer. But I don't think I'm going to need it. If I understand how this works. So, first of all, we need to level up Yanmega by 1 level. Because if it stays at level 70, then there is, I believe, 2 rolls that will kill Yanmega from a +2 signal beam from Gothitelle. And we need to be out of 2-shot range. I think there is a risk of this fight, actually. The one risk of this fight is, I think technically, if I switch to Yanmega on a signal beam and it gets critically hit after the Gothitelle's already +2, which is also just a chance, by the way. Gothitelle needs to be at +2 and needs to get the signal beam crit and also confuse. I think that's the lose condition. And even then, we probably only need to sack something. And we'd be fine. And honestly, we might be able to steer out of it anyway. Unfortunately, we cannot run a confusion berry. Because we need the shed shell. Okay. I think I'm actually trapped now, so I can't even go back if I wanted to. Well, I hope I did everything correctly then. These fights are really hard to prep for because you can't pre-damage. Alright, let's do it. Let us do it. Alright. So they lead Crocodile and Gothitelle. Important to note that this Crocodile has Intimidate. This matters actually on the best, believe it or not. we are clicking Protect. Now, K Verde does threaten fast kills. I don't know. I was looking through the AI doc. I think it's like 50-50 between fast kill and flinging Gothitelle, but I don't know. It's honestly, it's really confusing. I think you could do either. Double battle AI is really weird. But my theory is that fast kill is prioritized, but I could just be wrong. We prepped this line assuming it can fling Gothitelle. We are moonblasting Crocodile, which will always kill. Gothitelle does have Fake Out, but I don't think it should click it because it sees Fast Kill on K Faraday. And Gothitelle does not see that it dies to the best, so it shouldn't protect itself with Fake Out. We got high horsepower, okay. And Signal Beam, there we go. Good so far. Everything's according to plan. Now this line is a million times easier if they don't fling Gothitelle, so I'm certainly hoping that I'm right about that. Okay, Faraday leveled it up, whatever. Mian Xiao. The reason why it's Mian Xiao is because it is on the opposite side of K Faraday. It sees Fast Kill into K Faraday. If we would have put the best in the first slot, then it would have been... Actually, I think it still would have been Mian Xiao. Either way, it doesn't matter. Whatever. What's important here is that it sees a fast close combat. K Faraday never baits Stone Edge. That's why we needed to use K Faraday over Combuskin. Because if it was Combuskin, it could have been Stone Edge or close combat. So it needs to be K Faraday here. This also baits Signal Beam and never a Psychic type attack from Gothitelle for fast kill. So we swap to Athena Sykes, who eats the Signal Beam and the close combat. Or it also eats a +2 Signal Beam if Mian Xiao can fling. We Moonblast either way for a chain kill. Now I'm hoping for CC here. Okay. It looks like I was right. It looks like AI prioritizes the fast kill at all times. I was really worried about that, honestly. Listen, man, double battle AI, I would not be surprised if they could still just go for the fling strat. Okay, so this means that Gothitelle should never get its weakness policy up. Am I dead to... I assume I'm dead to Psychic. 111. Yeah, for sure. No doubt. Okay. So, we are detecting. Athena Sykes is slower than Gothitelle because of level disadvantage. So it is baiting a fast kill with Psychic from Gothitelle and a fast kill from Delphox with either Fire Blast or Psychic. I am flip turning Delphox because we do not want the best to stay in. It's a little bit too risky. So we're going to flip turn Delphox because I don't want to risk like the best mon in my box. And this is where the Intimidate from Crocodile actually matters. I originally planned this line with Hydreigon to flip turn into and Dark Pulse, but then I realized that the Intimidate on Prim would actually barely put Delphox out of range of Dark Pulse kill. So instead, we are slow flip turning into Gavel. Thankfully, DeBest never baits a kill, even from +2 Gothitelle. DeBest can never die from any attack, so they'll always aim for fast kills on Athena Sykes. So Gavel is safe on this switch. Okay, now, important to note, Gothitelle on Athena Sykes, it has no +2. It should only ever see Psychic kill and never Signal Beam on Yanmega. Correct. Delphox, if it does see a kill, both Fire Blast and Psychic Groudon is fine with, because it can't be crit. Either way, we should just be killing Delphox here with Gavel before it gets an attack off, so that shouldn't matter. They're sitting in K Faraday. If Athena Sykes got Signal Beamed, if Athena Sykes got confused off the first Signal Beam, we would have just swapped in K Faraday a turn earlier, and it would have been the same exact result. I think technically Fire Blast, High Roll, Burn, maybe we couldn't protect, but I think we could have just hard swapped T on Mega, because at that point Gavel would have killed Delphox, so I don't think I'm pretty sure it's still riskless. We're going to Liquidation, not Flip Turn. Flip Turn actually does kill Delphox in case we need it to steer. That's why we're holding a Mystic Water. But in this scenario, I think we're good to just stick to the line. We're just going to Liquidation. That Delphox has a Focus Sash, by the way, so no matter what, we couldn't have one-shot it. We needed to hit it with something first. We are protecting, I think. Am I? I think. We protect. Okay, Liquidation. Yeah. Protect, Liquidation. We do not want to crunch because that would proc its weakness policy. You do still see kill with Signal Beam, correct? Yeah, you definitely do. Yeah, we're good. Liquidation. Mystic Water boosted will put it into range of Liquidation plus Crunch kill. Now we are swapping to Bronco. We are crunching. Clean. And now it's a 2v1. And that's free. This fight becomes a million times harder if they did fling. I still think they probably could have flung. I don't know, though. Alright, Brave Bird. And we'll flip turn out. It should be clicking Grav Apple on Gavel for a slow kill. I'm only really flip turning, so I take less recoil damage on Brave Bird. So I'm going to Envy Karma on the Grav Apple. I never die to a crit. And then Envy Karma is important for the Venomoth that comes out after. 199 guaranteed defense drop. The defense drop doesn't matter because Venomoth's a special attacker. It's a crit! Oh! Alright! I made this fight look easy, but this was a freaking struggle to prep for. Venomoth. You can never kill Corv. Even Bug Buzz. No shot. And on Dragapult, 176 plus Poison wouldn't matter because I'm also Brave Birding. We are Brave Birding plus Dragon Dartsing. That makes no matter what scenario of moves that this clicks, it'll be fine. I've heard every fight in this gym has wiped people, but that might be an exaggeration. I do not. That would not surprise me at all. Lemon and C. That would not I would be surprised if it wasn't true. These doubles are insane, bro. These are some of the hardest doubles in the game. So because he put Bronco to sleep, we could just double darts. And that's GG. I lost my Turtonator to the last double in the last stream, so. I'm sure that I have to do that other fight. I'd be shocked if I don't. Anyway, let's just get the frick out of here. Alright, we did get that done pretty quick. I'm going to try and prep a line for the next fight. I have work in an hour. So let's just see for a second. So next fight is this bullcrap. And of course, there's more fake out. Oh my god, I'm so tired of fake out. Crawdon and Young Mega did really good in that fight, though. Shoutouts. Alright. Crawdon and Young Mega are actually a great team because they, you know, they have good resistances and immunities and stuff. Alright. And the Conk, it's gonna be leading Meowstic and Conk. It doesn't look like there's like some dumb strat here. Like there's no gimmick to this fight. It looks like this is just a hard fight. Alright, so what can Oko this Conk? Is the first question that I have. I will say that Basket Legion walls this Conk. Could I theoretically leave Conk in and kill the left side? Maybe? Probably not, though. Oh, Meowstic can't actually fake out a ghost type, can it? And I could Poltergeist it. For free? It does have a focus sash, though. Kinda cringe. That is kind of interesting, though, isn't it? My man Legion. I mean, can I do some baiting shenanigans? Hold on, get rid of these. These are both weak to Thunderbolt is the problem. I would need to kill Meowstic. So I wouldn't be able to pivot between these two. Not in this fight. Okay, what can kill Conkeldurr in one hit? Literally nothing. Maybe with a life orb? Not really. What about Mega Cham? It's actually close, Mega Cham. It's very close. But if Mega Cham can't do it, I'm pretty damn confident nothing can do it. Unless a life orb. No. I also don't like that Conkeldurr has a prio move. I guess I could also abuse the fact that it has a prio move, which is kind of interesting. Like, if I lead a Mon that sees a kill, like, that's true. If I lead Prim with a life orb, or hell, even just Mega Medicham at base. Granted, the problem with Mega Medi is that at lead, it will just see regular moves. But theoretically, if I lead Mega Medi, I'll always be showing the kill onto Conk, right? So let's say I did that. Let's say I led like Crawdaunt to bait the Hammer Arm. And this will be baiting Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. And Medi never shows kill into Meowstic, so it should always just go for fast kill on Conkeldurr. I mean, on Crawdaunt. Thunderbolt comes out. Hammer Arm comes out. Or Mach Punch, doesn't matter. Medi will then show a fast kill into Conk. So it should always bait Mach Punch, I think. Keyword I think. Probably not an exaggeration. That is definitely not an exaggeration. Sure, you missed it. I actually had a really good line. This is the last fight. I sure hope it was a good line, because it took me 3 hours. Okay, so yes, after I Mega, on the second turn onwards, it should be spamming Mach Punch, I'm pretty sure. So we swap to... And I guess we're just gonna two-shot Meowstic, because we kind of want to leave Conk in. Honestly, I don't really want to spam CC. Are there any other mons that, like, threaten kill into Conk? Not really. I mean, I could do Life Orb Prim, but I don't like that residual damage. To be honest, I could honestly just go for the kill. Like, it's relatively likely, and if I don't get the kill, I think that's fine. Like, it's not the end of the world if I'm leading Crawdaunt anyway to protect. So let's say I go for the Conkeldurr then, side. Meowstic will always be spamming Thunderbolt onto the Crawdaunt's spot. So that means I can switch to a ground type. Right. Gyarados comes out, it hits me with the Intim. Could I teach this thing Thunder Punch? After Intim, would I kill with Thunder Punch? I feel like I would. It's a freaking Mega Medi. It's actually a roll. How crazy is that? I hate how bad this Medi is. I don't even have speed. Sure, you think Mega Medi's worth a scale? I'm at 0 speed IVs. It's so hard out here, bro. I don't want to waste a scale. I really don't. I'm running low. I'm running low. I mean, I don't kill anyway, so it's not worth the risk. It has a power herb. What I will say is that because I threaten a kill with Thunder Punch, if I teach it, which I probably will. If I threaten a kill with Thunder Punch, then I don't think he could ever click Dragon Dance. I mean, he'll click Bounce because he sees the fast kill. So I guess I pivot. But Crawdaunt's also out and could bait Bounce. It's kind of comp. I wonder what the world is where I could spam Recover on the Mega Medi slot. Is that like too insane to even consider? Like, theoretically, he would be spamming Mach Punch, I think, on Medi. I think. So, Aw, dude, how cool would it be if... Well, Conkeldurr still sees fast kill into Crawdaunt, so it might actually still go for the Hammer Arm. I'm not 100% sure how that works. I don't think Medi can learn, like, Shadow Punch. Guess I don't think it can. Nope. Fun Brick Break, though. That's pretty cool. I probably shouldn't overwrite Recover until I know absolutely that I want to. Sure. How was your how was your stream today? Where'd you end up? With a life orb. Again, I think he spams Mach, but I'm not 100% sure. Playing bad, and then getting really bad RNG on Brawley. It'd be like that. I feel for you, man. I hope it gets better. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I'm cooking. Conkeldurr only sees kill with fighting type moves, right? Lead Crawdaunt. Lead... I still don't even know what I want to leave in. I guess I could switch in on the T-Bolt. I can't darts. If anything, it might just be frickin' Poltergeist. Like, if we're killing the left side anyway, then screw it. Because then, Conk will bait, I guess, Ice Punch? Send back out Crawdaunt with a Freeze Berry. And then Protect again. That sounds pretty consistent. Especially since I'm switching in on a guaranteed Thunderbolt. 11 plus... I guess I could run a Life Orb. But I can't, because I need to run a Paraberry. What I would give for Basculegion to know Aqua Jet. How are you dealing with the Sash? The plan is to Poltergeist first turn, hard swap on the Thunderbolt on second turn after I've protected first turn on Crawdaunt, into Dragapult. It'll always be Thunderbolt. And it'll always be a fighting type move. We're immune. We take negative damage from Thunderbolt. And then we'll probably just Sucker Punch. Or hell, I may as well Darts. It'll hit both. It'll kill. And Daunt will, I mean, it'll most likely be Ice Punch on Dragapult, but if it does see a kill on Basculegion, then that's fine. Well, it doesn't see a kill on Basculegion, is my point. Like, if he rolls a low roll on Ice Punch on Pult when I swap back to Daunt, then that's absolutely fine. I wonder what the world is where I just like... Wait, let's think about this for a second. Because Meowstic will be able to attack twice. Okay, first turn, we Poltergeist. Second turn, we Liquidation or whatever. You can't Thunderbolt Meowstic on the first turn. But when Dragapult comes out, you absolutely can Thunderbolt Basculegion. So I do actually need to kill with Pult. This is important. I do need to kill with Pult. Most likely with like a Sucker Punch. But I mean, I can do Darts. It really doesn't matter. I guess I'll do Darts. Why not? Oh wait, but I wouldn't be able to. Wait. No, I literally wouldn't be able to. Am I tripping? I'm absolutely tripping. Yeah, because Conkeldurr could just Ice Punch me. Paul would really only be here to pivot, I think, and then bait the Ice Punch. But then it's kind of a shame that Basculegion wouldn't be able to fast kill... Wait, it doesn't need to fast kill Meowstic. I could just slow kill it. Because it'll still bait the Thunderbolt in the second turn. Yeah, I'm tripping, bro. I'm tripping, bro. Alright, the Liquidation kills on the second turn. Now, what are we baiting out? It'll be... Dragapult and Basculegion out on the field. Dragapult will be at about 90%. Basculegion will be at full. If Crawdaunt's at the lead... It'll be Pult at the lead. Pult doesn't bait Jack. Basculegion doesn't bait Jack either. God damn, these things suck against ghost types. So I think it'll just be lineup. Because they both get out damaged. Actually, I'm wrong. If it's... I'm actually wrong. Okay, well, first of all, if it's Basculegion, it'll never be Perugly, because I bait kill. It will never be Perugly. Which is actually a good thing in this scenario, because then I'm wasting a future Fake Out Mon, because I'll have two Ghost types out, right? So it would always be baiting Throat Chop on either of them. Well, okay, no. What I'm saying is I want to bait Perugly out. So we don't want Basculegion in the first slot. We want Dragapult in the first slot. The problem with that, though, is that it still wouldn't. It would still be Milotic. I mean, technically I could switch to something else that could eat the Thunderbolt plus fighting type move. Say, like, Gliscor, maybe? Let's just see what turns out if Milotic comes out. So Milotic comes out, it is clicking like some Hypnosis bullcrap. That's why I don't like this line, because I just can't chain kill if I do this. What even can kill Milotic? Literally nothing. Good to know. This is kind of why I wanted to keep Meowstic out instead. I think technically if I run an Iron Ball... No, because I had damage per ugly. So it'd still be Milotic, I think. Because if not, the Conch sees Ice Punch. Oh, he sees it, yeah. What in the freakity dick? I hate these double battles. They can suck my nut. I don't necessarily need Legion to be the second mod. I could lead something that can effectively kill Milotic, but the question is what? That doesn't do jack. That doesn't do jack. And I guess I can two-shot. You could Hypnosis me and that's cringe. Damn. It's that Hypnosis, man. I almost feel like I do need to kill the right side first. Milotic and Perugly are just too annoying to deal with, you know? I feel like I could do baits with Meowstic relatively easily, since its only real moves are Thunderbolt and Psychic. So let's try and take down the right side. So, as we've already established, Conkeldurr is always going for... Oh. Okay, well it won't lower its speed as long as I attack. This is kind of interesting, actually, because technically, with him lowering his speed on Hammer Arm, he would be he would be slower than Crawdon, and it might ruin some of my baits, so let's keep that in mind. Well, the good thing about this is that I could hypothetically... No, wait, no. I'm just trying to kill Conkeldurr. What about with a Life Orb? Not quite a two-shot. It seems basically impossible to kill this Conch. In one attack, that is. Hear me out. Toxic Orb. We get badly poisoned. We hit him up with the Facade. I don't think that's the play. It would need to be something that can chain kill. Like, if I'm taking down one side like I did in the last match, it needs to be something that can kill... I think I am safe by 1 speed point to... with a life orb. I like the Magnezone idea, but I just don't do enough damage. Just barely. I could double acrobatics, but it doesn't really do anything for me. Unless I'm specifically... No, because... Okay, what's the mon that I'm switching in on the Thunderbolt? It has to be a ground type, right? So... What if... I guess I could set up, like, Tailwind for free. That's an option. Yeah, technically. I don't really know what it does for me, but it's kind of cool. That's fire. I can also two-shot with Moonblast from a Bombi. But I might not want a Tailwind, because then that'll make my bait mons faster. Okay, let's just say I go for the double Moonblast. On, like, frickin' Prim. I go for the double Moonblast. It'll then bait out whatever sends in. I guess... Okay, what do I want to bait out? Probably Rapidash. It probably doesn't matter, to be honest. So on the Thunderbolt, we want to switch to a ground type. I mean, if we want to send out Ursaluna, it doesn't do too bad into Rapidash, but honestly, we kind of want to bait a move. So maybe we will just send out, like, something that dies? You're telling me I don't have a single ground type that dies to Waterfall from Gyarados? What world do we live in right now? Why are all my ground types so bulky? It's dumb. Suffering from success right now. Okay, hear me out, right? Hear me out, I might be cooking. Fudge, never mind. Okay, if we sent out Magnezone, it'd be guaranteed Rapidash on the high horsepower, right? Switch Magnezone in on the Thunderbolt. Guaranteed high horsepower coming out. So we never have to worry about SD. This thing also has a focus sash! What the fuck? Okay, whatever. The problem is that now Meowstic is hitting random opponent. Which is Omega cringe. Omega cringe. Ugh. Don't think about you, Web, yeah. Just Flame Orbit? Not getting the analytic boost hurts, yeah, for real. I don't have a Flame Orb, do I? Where do you get the Flame Orb? I thought I only had the Toxic Orb. Oh, I do have the Flame Orb. Never mind. I'm tripping. Okay, what messes up the baits? True, true. I do in silence. I mean, Meowstic's a pretty weak mon. We could definitely leave Meowstic out. This thing is not threatening. The problem is killing all these other hoes. I do like the idea of baiting the high horsepower. But then the immediate issue becomes that Meowstic is clicking a random ass move. I don't like that. I mean, it shouldn't be in prison, I don't think. That'd be kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Oh, what if I... Okay, first turn. What if I Encore the Thunderbolt on Meowstic? Well, the problem is that then Switch an AI could come in if I send out a ground type. I don't like that. I guess I could still send out Magnezone, though, in that case. I should still be spamming Thunderbolt. I don't really like it, though. This is on my turn order. Okay, what can kill Rapidash? Nothing through Focus Sash. It is nice that I could bait the high horsepower. What do I send in? Potentially just... Yeah, but then Gliscor could take a Psychic, and that's kind of schnasty. That is kind of schnasty. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have enough time for this. It's yet another fight that's just too complicated. High horsepower. But it doesn't work because of the random move, so let's not even think about that. I need to drop that idea. I do low-key like the kill the left side idea, but the problem with killing the left side... Okay, maybe if I could bait Perugly first, it wouldn't be so bad. The real problem is, I don't know how the hell to kill my Milotic. Like, I feel like my Milotic is just gonna sit there. I guess by that logic, is it so bad? Yes, because I could Hypnosis my entire team. Screw that. Does Gliscor also allow Wrap to SD? Yeah. I mean, that is if it doesn't see a kill on something else. I kind of like the idea of Phantom Force on the Play Rough. Then he'll bait the player off, theoretically. Disappear, or he could SD first turn. No, I don't think he could ever SD because he sees that he fast dies from Phantom Force. And I don't think AI sees its own Focus Sash. Sleep Talk, you can't do that. I mean, it depends on how I get the situation set up, but I do, in general, like that idea. because then my second Mon could potentially hit him and break the sash. But again, it's too much like hypotheticals is the real problem. Like it's too hard to set up is the real issue. Lyra, when you reappear if you don't break sash. Well, yeah, of course I'm assuming that I'm breaking the sash before that happens. That is inferred. Because Meowstic just doesn't do that much damage. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, does Meowstic see a kill on Psychic on anything? Combuskin. But Combuskin also dies to Thunderbolt. Yikers. What the heliveta? What in the heliveta? What if I just say F it we ball? Mega Medi. Mega Medi lead. You feel me? F it we ball, I hit him with the Mega Medi lead. We go for the roll on the Zen Headbutt. If we don't get it, it's fine, because he's just spam Mach Punch after that. Let's assume we get the kill. On Daunt, I see no reason to believe why it shouldn't be Gyarados. And on Medicham, same thing. It should always be Gyarados for fast kill bounce. I guess the problem with getting the kill immediately is I'm not sure which slot it will bounce. I'd have to switch to... both of my mons would have to be prepared for a bounce, basically. So that's actually bad. I guess I could purposely not kill... Conkeldurr on the turn of Medicham, which again should bait Mach Punch on the switch, which is actually bad. I'd rather... Damn. That is bad. Alright, Gliscor. Goes for the double acrobatics. Kills Conk. On the... well, okay. What am I switching in on the... What am I switching in on the Thunderbolt? Preferably something that handles Gyarados. I guess it has to be Magnezone, right? That does add up. And Rapidash should not be seen on Gliscor because Gliscor out-damages it. So it should always be Gyarados. So if I put Gyarados in... if I leave Gliscor in second slot, it should bait Gyarados. Conk dies second turn. We also are switching to Zone that same turn. Zone can then click Thunderbolt, eat the Thunderbolt by the way, and also the Psychic. Gyarados could Waterfall Magnezone technically, which is kind of cringe. Zone just stays in, holds a Citrus Berry. Thunderbolts. Actually, I'd probably Web. If I run a magnet... Oh, it's not enough. I'd have to run a life orb. I was gonna say break the sash on Meowstic. Breaking the sash on Meowstic doesn't really matter because I want to keep Meowstic in anyway. I could just kill it later. So fine. We'll go for the Thunderbolt on Gara. That should be relatively fine. Let me see what chat says. Because then it would just play rough. Oh yeah. 1 trainer equals 4 hour stream. Web against the competitive lead. Oh, that's also true. Good point, Shira. I already beat the 1 trainer. I actually beat the 1 trainer pretty quick. I beat it within 15 minutes, just because I pre-prepped the fight. I'm about to go in like 10 minutes because I have work, but I just wanted to get a head start on prepping this fight since I'm here, since I have a little bit of extra time. It did indeed take me 3 hours to prep the last fight, though. Okay, so we Thunderbolt Gara. I guess he could protect, couldn't he? I think he could. Oh my god, I hate this. This seems pretty inconsistent, I'm not gonna lie. Does anything else kill Gara? Oh, what about my goat? Actually, yeah, this eats Thunderbolt really well. It doesn't eat Psychic great, but I mean, it'll live a crit after Thunderbolt. Yeah, we live double crits, barely. We do. This is actually interesting. We hard swap on the Thunderbolt to Hisuian Electrode instead of Magnezone, who will be holding a Magnet. Or probably a Life Orb. Can we Volt Switch? Not quite enough. It's so close, though. That hurts. It's so close. I probably just eat the Psychic, to be honest. So we'll run a Magnet. Okay, we eat the Thunderbolt. We're swapping on a Waterfall. Oh shoot, we are swapping on a Waterfall, aren't we? Wait, are we? No, we're swapping on the Thunderbolt. Gyarados then comes out. Gyarados isn't even gonna get an attack off. We're killing it with frickin' Thunderbolt with a Magnet. So it'll only take the Thunderbolt plus Psychic, which we know we live, even double crits. Wait, could he imprison? He could actually imprison, I think. Granted, I'm faster than it, so it shouldn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't matter, it shouldn't matter, it shouldn't matter. Honestly, that sounds great. Feel free to imprison. Waste a turn. Waste a turn, please. I think he could, actually, yeah. That sounds about right. Alright, so we Thunderbolt. We need the Magnet. Because otherwise we don't kill. Cringe. We kill Gara, quick. Out comes Rapidash. Now Rapidash, thankfully, we can actually Volt Switch. Even if I get imprisoned, we can Volt Switch out on Rapidash, breaking its Sash. And additionally, I guess I could swap Gliscor on the turn that I kill Gyarados to whatever I want to kill Rapidash with. As long as it doesn't die to whatever Meowstic clicks on Gliscor, which is Psychic, if it does click in a move on Gliscor. What could kill Rapidash that lives a Psychic? I prefer it not to be Phantom Force because I need to do it like immediately. I don't think it could be something that also outspeeds, unfortunately. I think that's impossible. Although I could Fake Out. That's kind of interesting. Hell, I could even Fake Out Meowstic if I wanted to. But I think, realistically, we'd be switching on a Psychic, pre-Mega Evolved Lop. Eats the Psychic. We kill Gyarados on that turn that we switched. We then... What does Pastel Veil do? It's about to ignore flinches. Pastel Veil. Prevents the Pokemon and its teammates from being poisoned. Cringe. Okay. Whatever. Who cares? It matters if he protects. That's a good point. That's a good point. That is a good ass point. I wonder what AI prioritizes, protect or fast kill? Because theoretically, maybe I could kill Conkeldurr with something that baits Gyarados fast kill. But none of my mons died at Gyarados. How is this even possible? I can't switch to Yanmega on a Thunderbolt. I mean, I just need to bait the fast kill. I might not even need to switch, right? Do we know about that AI? Like, how does AI deal... Like, is it possible for AI to protect if it sees a fast kill? He probably could... Damn. The protect would be pretty bad. Okay, let's assume that we can pull something like that off. Rapidash gets Volt switched. Gliscor switches into, let's say... I think as long as it outspeeds and does good enough damage... I feel like I like Lopunny here. Yeah, Lop should do it. 67 plus... It actually depends a little bit. Now, if I run a Life Orb... And because I'm pre-Mega'd... I don't like Psychic on Lop, though. Okay, I think I swap into Lop from the Gliscor spot. I will then fake out Meowstic. Or maybe I do fake out Wrap. No, maybe I don't like Lopunny here. Lopunny might be kind of cringe. Maybe I swap to Goatbo Pass. Baiting the high horsepower kill. My man Goatbo Pass. On the Gliscor swap. I mean, slot. It eats the Thunderbolt or the Psychic. It will always bait high horsepower. Volt Switch Wrap into something that eats Psychic. And theoretically Wrap. Wrap should never see... Yeah, because we're swapping... Well... I guess we could Sticky Barb Probo. We actually could Sticky Barb Probo. So that way we're always dead to high horsepower. I think we gotta go. Yeah. Alright. I will see y'all next time. Plenty of planning out here, indeed. I will be back on Monday for more running and bunning. God damn, lots of people showed up when I'm about to leave. I'm sorry to hear that. This is like all before one gym battle. Lamau, Zabby, this is all before one trainer in the gym. This trainer right here. It's mod intense, it really is. But I gotta go. I gotta work. I will see y'all on Monday for more running and bunning. We beat one trainer in the gym today. We're kind of cracked. What can I say? We're kind of cracked. Zappy, thank you so much for the follow. I hope to see you in another stream. Sorry, it's bad timing. But y'all have a great night. Later, matters.